what the providers here are telling me, look, if we're going to make a real shift in our state to having more people with disabilities have employment and more of them be able to choose competitive employment if they want, then we need to change the way we pay for it. We need to change the regulations. And that's why I wanted to meet with them today to hear what are the impediments, because we all share the goal of getting people who can and want to be employed. But if it's going to take changing some regulations, some red tape, and redirecting and having better funding, then I want to hear about that. To make it work and to make that sort of shift that we need to getting more people into employment situations, then we need to hear from the people on the ground. That's why, to me, it's important to talk with people with disabilities, what's working for them, to talk with the providers, especially like this group of providers here. They have such history and history to build upon, because that's why, as commissioner, one of my favorite things to do is go and find a place where something is working well and say, okay, how do we duplicate this more across the state of Minnesota? And so that's why I'm just delighted to be able to see different employment settings. Some of the clients who are in competitive employment settings outside in Alexandria, people who are working here, doing meaningful work, and figure out how can we make this happen more across our state. Well, I think what Alex Opportunity Center has done is really provide opportunities in a couple of different areas. So whether it's in this a more traditional workshop environment with very meaningful work, or in competitive employment, and then an individual is able to make the choice that's best for them. That's what we want for people in Minnesota with disabilities to be able to have across our state. And that's why I wanted to come here and meet with these folks. And and Mike Burke just does a really good job with this, and wanted to get his advice.
It doesn't matter. None of this matters if we don't have the resources to attract and retain staff. And to me, again, above all else, that's the number one issue we have.
I was hearing from folks this morning too, we have a real workforce shortage in our state. And we need everyone who wants and can work to be able to find productive employment. And so that's why I'm here, to figure out how we can build on the good work that's being done today already and do more. Visits like this is how I learn really what we need to do in Minnesota. Like I said, I want to identify what's working, kind of replicate that as much as we can, but also understand what the gaps are. And I need to hear that from the people who are doing the day-to-day work. So, and that's the information that I can take back to St. Paul as we think about where we need to move forward in state government.